how's everybody doing? This is Rachel, and I am joined by George and Phillip and Haylie. But George decided he'd rather go to the bathroom instead of holding it in like a doodles.
Phillip Ramirez has left the meeting.
But his internet connection's unstable, so most likely, he's gonna be like this till he gets home. So anyway, let's go ahead and introduce my other co-host for today, Haylie.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here. Hopefully the storms don't get too bad tonight, but we shall see about that. And everything is going well.
Awesome. And Phillip, are you there? It just says he left.
Yeah, he just left. And he just came back.
His connection's going to be unstable.
Yeah.
He probably should have waited till the second hour to join, but that's all right. Phil, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so it's our anniversaries. It's George and Haylie's anniversary today, and mine and Phillip's anniversary today. And George and I had our anniversary yesterday, so that's why the four of us are kind of doing an anniversary special type deal, because I didn't want to leave anybody out. But George and I have the biggest milestone, because I've put up with this good-for-nothing doodles for 9 years. And I think that's an accomplishment. And he's too busy being in the bathroom that he can't even pay attention and defend himself, so ha.
Don't worry, George. When you hear this later, if you hear this later, I will deal with her for you.
Okay, Mike.
Lovely.
And you're back. What, you had to go to the bathroom right as we start the show? You couldn't hold it in until we did the intros?
Well, I pee you with doing.
You wouldn't have peed on me. You can hold in pee better than you can.
Shit. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Anyway, we have George, which he's calling in on the phone. Hey, George.
Hello, you. And I am calling you through Zoom line.
Yep.
Which also can be used, I believe, if we want to make requests for shows. So if the season goes on, they can call in and request things, and like.
Yep, definitely. So that is the news. Well, we will get into that more in the announcements section.
A lot of news are now having a lot of news in the show today.
There's a lot of news in the show today. We will get to that. And of course, we have Nora. Hey, Nora.
Hello. I was having a little trouble unmuting, but here I am, everyone. Good evening. Yep. Thank you. And everything's fine here, too. Thank you.
Awesome. And we've got JC.
Nice one.
Hey, everybody. Just want to make sure that I was unmuted on the mixer side of things. Yes, sir. I am using the mixer, but soon, later on, you're going to hear a long-anticipated live demo. Yes, I've been promising you guys. I have it right here, and we will get to that momentarily. But for right now, glad to be on the VisionCast Network, whoop, whoop, and Cloud 11 Network, our syndicator. Thank you so much, Rachel, for doing what you do best as the director, along with your second-in-command, George, who is great, but still a pain in the butt as usual. But
yes, he is.
Do
you know that he's been a pain in my ass the whole 9 years we've been together, and I've still put up with his pain in the ass. Why haven't I left him yet?
Yeah, why haven't you left him yet?
9 years.
9 years.
Hey,
Yesterday we celebrated 9 years.
I'll cut a post
Wow.
So that's why. So what I want to do is I'm gonna probably do is do like a special section of just George and I, and maybe a section where it's Phillip and I, probably when he gets back home, and then Haylie and George can do something cool because I want everybody to be included, you know. So.
Yes, ma'am.
That's gonna be that's similar.
We're gonna make sure that everybody's included, but this first hour belongs to me and George.
Long as power holds up, of course.
Now, yes, and we will get to that in announcements too. All right, we have Nolan, I believe. Nolan, are you there?
Yes, Captain Rachel.
Oh, Nolan, how are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Hey, Nolan.
Hey.
Hey.
So, we have some. I have some big announcements concerning the Non's Technology More podcast feed, and stay tuned for that, because actually what's going to end up happening here, because I'm going to have to leave the Zoom room and then come right back, because I may have to put a audio file in Dropbox for Rachel to grab. And I'll be right back.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right, and let's see. Salvis, our good friend from Latvia. Hey, Salvis.
Hey Rachel, hey Haylie, hey George, JC,
Hello.
everyone.
Hello.
Happy to be here. And happy that the Visioncast Network is also on YouTube now.
Yes.
And,
Nice.
It is. Yep.
and website is slowly cooking.
Yes, I got to get
It's
together
coming,
with
though.
my friend, which we'll bring those up. And I'm going to try to get hold of Donald on the Zoom call. Hopefully I do it right.
As I say, you do it home.
I'm going to try, if I can remember his number.
I thought you had his
Wait,
number.
wait,
I
wait,
do.
hold on,
I
wait.
do, but it's not saved in my Zoom contacts. So
I know all. Can't remember the number. Is that correct?
I'll get him.
Is that correct? I know all. Can't remember the number.
Oh, shut up.
I'm
Oh,
not gonna
you know who I agree with?
Who?
Yep, me, right?
George.
Haley? You're getting thrown in a freezing cold pool.
Everything.
No, you're not. You wouldn't dare.
Oh, I'll
You're
get
gonna be going to
you
the
when you
duck
least
pond.
expect it.
Cold pool?
So
Anyway.
I think we got everyone. I'm gonna make sure.
Is he
I'll
joining?
check.
Katie
I'll check
hasn't
quickly
joined
if you
yet,
want.
as far as I know.
Okay. I wasn't knowing yet either. I think she's.
So I'm going to try to grab Donald real quick. You guys go ahead
Katie is
and
here.
talk.
I
Oh,
saw her on
you
the
like her?
list. Katie's here.
Oh, is she here?
Yeah, I saw her on the list. She's here.
Okay. Hi, Katie.
Her computer
Hey.
is. There you
Oh,
go.
there you are.
I was about to say
Okay,
your computer
yeah.
is muted.
I was waiting for you someone to say say my name.
I was the one
Yep.
who said it 'cause I was double
Well,
checking.
no, I said it too. I asked if she was there yet.
And I double checked, so you're here, so you're good.
Thank you, JC.
I did ask about you, Doodles.
I know.
Yeah.
Thank you,
That's
George.
what I said. Did we have everyone?
No problem. At least someone
At
that has
least
no
you-
doing
at
it.
least-
I asked before moving on.
You said
You know I'm messing
you said
with
to me
you.
Katie the hell.
Yeah, you also got me too.
Yeah, you did.
I
You said
no, I
Kate
didn't.
Hell.
I
Well,
introduced
what's
you.
that?
You did your intro,
Yeah.
Doodles.
Yeah, you did.
You know
Yeah,
what?
Philip.
You
Wait,
did
you
your
know what?
intro.
To mess with you.
How?
How long ago? What the actual hell?
All right.
Katie the hell. Imagine I'm gonna
Yeah, we're giving you hell too.
No, I know. I'm gonna try to attempt to call Donald. Let me just look up his number. I'm gonna mute. The good thing about having a Zoom, which I will get to that in the announcements a bit, but the good thing about having a Zoom line, we don't have to worry about TRRS and hearing screen readers. All right, I shall return.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yep. So while we're waiting, I just want to say that music, drum lessons and voice lessons have been going great so far.
Awesome.
I'm really enjoying them. Today we did, for voice lessons, we did Play That Funky Music, You're the One That I Want from the movie
Oh, cool.
Grease. And we also did, we reviewed Do You Love Me by the Contours. And that's about it. Oh, and Hound Dog. Hound Dog is the newest one.
Oh, cool.
So
Awesome.
we're debating whether to do and Superstition too, but we were debating on whether doing Superstition or Hound Dog. Hound Dog is probably the newest one, and it's a fun song. So
Yeah, it is.
recital will be coming up in probably around May or June, and they'll be doing both, which means they'll be doing one virtual and one in person, so you can choose either or. I pick in person because it's better, and you get live reactions from audience members and stuff like that. So I'm looking forward to that. So that's coming in June, and it will be streamed live on YouTube. So if anyone misses it, they can go back and listen to it. So it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I love my voice instructor Julie, and I also love my drum instructor Angel. So big shout out to the both of you guys. You guys are awesome, and I love you guys both. So if you come across this podcast episode and you hear your names mentioned, well, I say it for a reason because you are both my voice instructor and my drum instructor. So thank you for doing what you do and for teaching me and for teaching you guys. So we're just waiting for Rachel to come back on.
You get on with things. I'm muted, I think. I'm muted. Okay, now I can't anyone. Okay. Yeah, I see.
Quality is pretty good. I like the quality of it. Now you don't have to worry about TRRS connections or screen readers blabbing at you. I'm stuck with the same interface, but
Interface.
Wait, what, George? What did you say?
I say no. I say I'm honest. I say.
I know what he said, but I'm not going to repeat it.
Thank you.
Thank you. I know what you said.
Thank you.
So
we'll talk. We'll talk later.
Yeah, we'll talk.
We love giving you guys crap. I don't know what to tell you. You and Rachel love giving you crap every single week. If you guys listen to every
George, are you up to something?
No.
I heard it. I heard it.
Shut nothing, right?
Nothing.
Really?
No.
He didn't say anything.
Are you sure about
Oh,
that?
so that's fine.
Positive.
Nope.
I heard it.
So we're not putting ice down Rachel's back?
I clearly
Fibber,
heard what
I
you
think
I
fibbing.
said. Really,
I said nothing.
He said nothing.
Okay, we'll talk. Okay,
Yeah.
we'll talk.
when I said interface.
Interface?
Okay, exactly. Yes, exactly. George,
Can't prove it. You can't prove it. I said that.
you
Yeah, he did.
indeed said it when I said
I said it.
interface.
No, I can't
you
say you didn't say
interface.
it.
That's what you exactly said in the
Interface,
recording.
exactly.
So,
That
yeah,
is-
you're going
that
into
is-
the duck pond. The
That
Arizona
is-
duck pond.
And it's been recorded
Really?
too.
Yeah, you're going into the duck pond. You're mad.
I double
Fuck
crossed
that,
him.
Fuck you.
Yeah,
Go
George,
fuck
shut your
you.
trap.
You're a madman.
Yeah, stop. Remember you.
We're just giving you crap. We're doing it until Rachel is unmuted. That's all we're doing.
All right.
We're shit there.
Here we go.
You
Now
know?
you're,
Sorry, guys.
Oh,
It is
suck,
being a
suck.
tool. It's not letting me
Back crap. Oh,
get
no,
to
back.
Zoom
Yeah.
phone. So hang on.
Yeah, she's back.
I'm trying to figure out how to get to the Zoom phone from the meeting.
Dressing?
It's not allowing me to. So hang on. I will try to get.
Oh, she missed it.
Oh, whatever, Haley Doodles.
Yeah. She was.
She totally missed it.
Well,
I just
you
called
heard
her.
it too. So
I just called her a tool.
Okay.
A big hole. A big one. Big giant hole.
No, a very,
A
very
long
tiny one.
giant hole.
Ever since your
A long
voice
giant
changed,
hole.
Do we
Tiny
have
one.
an audio gremlin infestation, right?
oh, there's Gudrun. Hey,
Hi,
Gudrun.
Gudrun.
Hello, how are you?
Yep.
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
welcome to
back.
the.
Welcome back.
Rachel will be here momentarily. She's trying to patch in.
I'm
another-
trying to get to the main Zoom window from the Zoom meeting. I may make JC the host temporarily. So who's joined?
That's Gudrun.
This is
here.
Gudrun.
What?
Gudrun.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to attempt. Hang
Hey,
on.
how you
Tried
doing?
to
Good?
hit Gray. Did you hit Command Grave accent to move to the next window? Did you
Yes,
try
but
that?
it's not. It just says move forward, but it's keeping the same meeting control. It's not letting me switch windows.
Oh, I think I know
Huh.
what's happening. I think try pressing escape. I think that's why it's hidden in the window. Try that. If that doesn't work, then you'll have to.
What about Alt Control Shift? Does
She's
that
on a
let
Mac.
you-
She's on a Mac.
Oh, she's not
Oh,
outside the way.
Yeah, she's
Sorry.
using Zoom
Yeah.
on a Mac.
got it.
Complex.
Yeah, no, it's being it's not letting me switch. So hang on.
Oh,
But yeah,
Gen 10 function.
It's been so long since you've been on the podcast.
Yeah,
Last time you've
welcome
been
back.
on was last time you've been on was when we were. Okay, that was
Been a
random.
long while.
Formerly on the VisionCast Vision VC Lounge, but now you're on the new relaunch of the network.
VisionCast
It
Network.
just launched as of VisionCast Network. It just launched as of last week. So a lot of changes been happening on the forefront.
Well, a lot of good things also. A lot of great changes too.
Yeah,
We're
a
on
lot of good
YouTube.
things, yeah.
We're on.
And we didn't lose anybody. We did lose some members, which we won't get into because if you
Yeah,
want to go
well,
back
things
and
happen.
listen to, go back and listen to the previous episode, or go back to the last episode before the relaunch, and you'll find out why. But basically, we relaunched, and everything is now back to normal. And as I said, we have a talent show that will take place.
And now global also.
George, when did Rachel say that?
No,
would take
no,
place?
global. No, global also.
Oh,
We're on
yeah,
YouTube,
yeah,
so
that
global.
too. Yeah, we're on YouTube also. But we also have a talent show coming up, and
Hey guys.
Exactly.
Okay.
Look who's back.
You rebooted the computer
Oh,
or
God.
something?
I had to rejoin from Google Messages because I'm like, what? It's not letting me go back into the.
And the recording from Zoom stopped, just so you know. I saw that it stopped.
Okay, so hopefully, I told Donald, call me back in a couple minutes. Because when he called back, it was too soon. I'm like, no, I'm not in the meeting yet.
Alright, I'm going to resume it in 3, 2, 1.
Recording in
By
progress.
the way, Rachel,
There we go.
George said, and I quote, in her face.
No, I did not say that.
Yeah, he
I
did.
would never say that.
bet-
Okay, there's Donald.
There's Donald.
Hello.
Donald.
We got
Hey.
it. Sorry,
There's two
people.
on the show.
We got Donald.
We've had some technical.
I'm here, y'all.
Tonight has kind of been of a curse in here in Cincinnati land because we have had technical difficulties and we're going up against the weather. So it's been a bit of a curse, which is why I have made JC the host.
Yay!
Well,
and
what's
as
wrong with your weather up there?
Yep.
Hang on, everybody's talking over each other, one at a time. JC?
I said, as your president of the podcast, I promised that I wouldn't let you down, and I didn't. So thank you for giving me the hosting privilege.
Yep, okay. George?
I was going to say we have two entries to do. Donald and Richard most are here, so
Okay.
we new entries both.
Yeah, and I temporarily paused in audio hijack. I think I resumed it. Let me just be sure. Yes, I did. Okay.
Phillip Ramirez has left
So
the meeting.
let's go ahead and do Donald and Good. So we'll do ladies first. Hi, Gudrun.
Hello. How are you doing, everybody?
Welcome back.
Yes,
Hello.
welcome back.
Missed you.
Well, I wasn't very active, so I mean, I don't know that my absence would have been noticeable, but
Well, of course.
Yeah, you.
We remember who you are. You perform a lot in karaoke.
Yeah,
Of course we
I do.
remember you.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
So we're glad to have you back on. And we have Donald, our radio man, who is having some issues playing our shows for some reason. I'm not sure what's going on, because even VisionCast had an issue. And I know we sent an MP3, so I don't know what's going on. Were you able to play it tonight, Donald?
No, I hadn't done it tonight. I've got the Cool Stuff talk show loaded but I haven't started yet because I'm going to run that at 8.
Okay, maybe are you going to air Vision Cast tomorrow night then?
Yeah, I can air it tomorrow night.
Okay. Hopefully, we don't have any
That's
issues.
cool, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I can reformat it again if you want. Just tell me which episode it is. I'll reformat it and.
I'm not sure what's going on because I don't know. Maybe it's a thing with his program because I know it's the right format. This is exactly the same format as it's been before. So I don't understand what's going on, but
Well, hopefully the Cool Stuff Talk Show will run. I'm hoping that'll not give me an issue.
Oh yeah, let us know.
Fingers crossed.
Yep. So we have some announcements now that we've done our intros. Sorry everybody for the tech gremlins. I think George is going to be more the host. JC is going to be the meeting host, but I think George is more of our host tonight because considering the technical difficulties I'm having. Thank you very much.
I have enough about to say after you're done.
So we have a few. I now officially have a new Zoom line. I got Zoom phone. I have to set up the voicemail. I haven't had a chance to do that yet. But I got Zoom phone. And now there is a line for people, whether we're doing VisionCast, which Phillip should probably consider calling this line, considering he keeps leaving and joining. Maybe he should consider calling the Zoom line.
His connection will drop.
Oh, is that going on here? I can't hear my side, so.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not used to hearing voiceover go off all the time. Yeah, it's different, huh?
It's actually refreshing and nice, actually.
Yeah, and
I'm like, what the hell is that?
plus, sometimes I like to check things during the show, and so it's nice to be able to do that again instead of having to do cables. So, yeah, we have a new Zoom line, so any listeners can call in. If you have requests for Music Mayhem, call in.
We do it 6 email, by the way. Speaking of if you do it 6 email,
Yep, so I'm going to give the number, so save it in your contacts if you want, in case, like, if your internet's down or whatever and you still want to call and be part of the show. The number is 513-450-5340. Again, that's 513-450-5340. So save that in your contacts. That's my Rapid Fire Productions / VisionCast Network / Cloud 11 Network / Music Mayhem / pretty much all-purpose line. I set it up for multiple purposes. So now people have a personal number they can call, and they don't have to enter an ID or a passcode. They just call that number, and they can be part of the meeting, like George did, and like Donald did.
Yep.
So,
you know, there's another option we have, and I actually wish I would have thought about this earlier. But I have my one number. I have a one number that we could use somehow as a backup if this technology on your end doesn't work, Stacy, and we could host our shows on there. Now it's a teleconference line, but we can record MP3s off of it. But I got the phone number for it.
Yeah, backup.
well, there's nothing wrong with having that as a backup.
No.
Yeah, we can use that as a backup.
And the good thing about Zoom phone is it works on computer and it works on mobile. So let's say I'm on the Android. What I think I'm gonna have to do just to make things easier on myself, and I should have done this in the first place. I don't know why I didn't. I think because of the technical difficulties and trying to iron those out. All callers that want to call in, either call me or I call them, get them merged, and once we have all callers, then start the meeting.
Yeah.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Or, well, it seems like I couldn't really get to the Zoom phone to call them. So, I could tell them to call me, and then I can merge them in the meeting. But, yeah.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that would work better.
Yeah, either call me before and I merge everything together, but if I've already started the meeting, then you're going to have to call me. and I'll merge you in. But yeah. So we've got that all set up now. So that's going to be used for multiple purposes. Mostly for the shows. That's mostly why I have it. And yeah. So that's the big announcement that is all set up. Also, there will be a bonus episode coming to Cloud 11 Network and Visioncast Network temporarily, shortly. I have to finish up on it, but it is a really nice interview with Nolan, JC, Cecilia, and so that'll be airing as a bonus on Visioncast and Cloud 11 Networks.
That was actually great of you.
It was awesome. Yeah, I really had fun on it. It was really good.
It's still in the works because I've had a bunch of things going on trying to get this set up for the shows because the TRRS thing was getting old. And I wanted to make sure that everybody was, recorded.
Yeah.
So, recorded clearly without the audio being turned down. So, you know what I should have done? I should have recorded to the cloud instead of to local just in case this happened.
Yeah.
But that's okay. And I'm going to go in the settings when I get the next opportunity and enable co-hosting so that next time this happens, I'm a little bit sorry about that. I've been dealing with tech issues and everything else. And Haylie said there were some ugly storms headed this way. So far, no tornado watch has been issued for here, I don't think. But we're kind of keeping an eye out because it is very possible for them to form. So, yep. All right.
Is that from I heard a beep and then someone speaking?
Oh, that's my phone deciding to. My phone was sending messages. All right. Who else has announcements? George, did you say you had some?
Yeah. I'm trying to remember now. I don't know which one they are. Oh, yeah. Of course. Well, as of yesterday was mine and Rachel's 9-year anniversary. And, we met first on our games, and we've grown ever since. This year is 9 years for us. So that's now song number one, and I'm lucky to have you, love.
Oh, I'm lucky to have you.
And will you be my girlfriend and my wife?
Yes, I will. I will for sure.
And then there's other news. What was news then? I can't forget. What was news again? There's something around.
Yeah.
That's someone. I can't think who it was. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes, you see his Haley's almost off.
Oh, Haylie, he forgot your anniversary.
No, I was teasing.
What?
I was teasing.
Yikes.
It's in 666. No, it's an awesome anniversary probably. I'll think it's an anniversary probably.
Aw. Nice.
And it's an anniversary today, and for that, I suppose Rachel.
What was that?
There's an anniversary after today, but for the review now. Because.
Oh, yes, today is.
There's an anniversary.
Well, we have some announcements to make.
I'm surprised about that, by the way.
And surprise, Phillip and I have decided to get back together.
Nice. Yay.
And Haylie and Willow, we've decided to give him another shot. We're not going to get into some things here because that's between us, and I don't really want to get that on the show. That's really not for the show to know, but we've decided to try things again, and hopefully it works. Yeah. So today is our anniversary, too.
We'll actually have surprise. You know for that, or in college?
I'd have to. You know what? I'm gonna temporarily leave. No, I can't leave the meeting. It'll stop the recording. Hang on. What am I going to do? I have to get.
Do you insert? Do you insert and then?
No, I'm gonna mute real quick, and I know what I'm gonna do. I will record it on my phone, and yeah, I got this. I shall return.
Well,
I got this.
Congratulations, by
you?
the way.
Thank
what,
you.
What is it? We have. What do you have?
Whatever. All right, I shall return.
You'll find
Well,
out eventually.
nothing.
Whatever. Or as Squid would like to say, whatever.
But with
No,
him
it's not
leaving
much.
and joining constantly, I should give, Phil, I should give you the Zoom line so when you're going at home from work, you can just call in there. Because your connection just keeps dropping you.
Yeah, it makes it hard to hear other
Actually,
Darn
people.
thing is dropping like
it is dropping too.
Good grief.
Yeah, I'm gonna, you know what? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
it's
text
the
him.
Zoom line
I'm
that
gonna
has
text him the Zoom line and just have him call. I think until.
Good idea.
That'll
Alright.
work.
I could text him the number if you want. You can tell him the number again. And
Yeah, go ahead. Tell it. Yeah, sure, that would be great because then I can finish this.
What is? Hold on. Let me send it.
And just tell him to call my Zoom number until he gets home because right now it's just gonna be, just do a regular phone call because he keeps leaving and joining and leaving and joining and leaving and joining. That's what this line is for, so we don't have to do that anymore.
By the way, I do want to share a little bit about real quick.
What's the number again?
Hang on. Go ahead, George.
Yeah, no, we're being about that because it's kind
Okay.
of important. So.
So for the listeners, again, the number, and for JC, so the number is 513.
3. Oops. 3.
Yeah, so 513 450
450
53
5 3
40.
4 0.
Just have him call that
I
because,
told him to call the Zoom number, and then I put the number in there for him to call that number.
yeah, because he keeps dropping, and that way he'll stop dropping, and then when he gets home, he can rejoin the link.
It's distracting also.
Yeah, it is.
Zoom is distracting.
It is distracting. All right.
Back to the real quick announcement. I keep rolling Ferris, please, because her dog right now is having a lot of health issues, and we're not sure what they are. We heard two different things it could be, so just keep on Ferris. Yeah, also a friend of mine, Katie's mom and Ferris also.
What did you say?
Keep Willow in. Willow's dog is having health issues, but they're not sure, so keep her in her prayers and Katie's friend.
Ouch.
Yeah, her mom.
Aw.
Oh, Katie's friend's mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We will definitely keep them in our
Yep,
thoughts and prayers.
definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah, hopefully he calls the Zoom number because that will
Yeah,
make
that's distracting
things.
as well, how
Yeah,
sucks.
it'll be much easier for him, so that way he won't have any connection issues.
Yeah, and then when he gets home, he can rejoin from the
Yeah,
laptop.
Cecilia will join later because today is the last day of her participating in the queer group that she mentioned. So this is the
cool.
last week. So
Okay,
next
cool.
week and the week after, she will be free to join us.
Awesome. And yes, I'm
Awesome,
working
nice.
on that episode as we speak. I've had a bunch of stuff I've had to set up, so that's why it's taking me longer than I normal because I have a bunch of stuff I'm trying to get done, and I was trying to get this set up for today's show, so it took me longer. It took me a lot longer than I thought, but it's all working now. Time is worth it.
Yep.
All right.
And I got my
Yep.
Zoom recorder ready to go, so if you're ready to...
Actually, I have some announcements concerning
right.
the Nons Technology.
Yes,
podcast.
I'm going to go ahead and take care of this real quick. You guys make your announcements. I shall
Okay.
return.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
So, Nolan, you can go with your announcement, and then if no one else doesn't have any announcements, we'll double check, and then if no one doesn't have any, then I will proceed with the recorder demo / presentation as promised. So go ahead, Nolan.
All right, so what is going to happen starting monthly on the 25th of March? We're going to have what's called Nons Technology and More Talent Show. We are going to run it the way Rachel is going to run it for VisionCast. the limitation is going to be 4 performances per person. You can submit a maximum number of performances, but we will only allow 4. In addition,
Sorry, everybody. Yeah, we're having weather. I had to connect to my hotspot. We're having weather issues because of the impending storms. Nolan, could you could you restate what you were saying before?
Yeah, we'll come down and start. And so, go ahead, Nolan, and
It's
read
actually
announcements.
recording to the cloud, so I just checked. It's recording still. Go ahead, Nolan, finish what you were saying.
So basically what I was going to restate is that starting in March on the 25th, we are going to have what's called...
Phillip Ramirez has joined the meeting.
Oh, okay. We are going to have a Nolan's Technology and More Talent show. It's going to start at 4 p.m. Eastern.
PM?
PM. Sorry.
That's the first time I heard you say PN. Like, okay, what in the world?
I know, I misread that. I'm sorry.
It's team time.
Go ahead and continue.
Good.
I misunderstood. I misdirect. So, basically, what is going to happen is we're going to have the maximum number there is going to be a limit of performances up to 4. People up to 4 per person. However, you can submit up to a max number, but we will need to George, Rachel, and I will be checking and listening for notifications that will come up in Dropbox in the performances folder, and for both VisionCast and Nolan's Technology and More. Now, prior to that, if you do need help and assistance are needed, please reach out to one of us on each of the email lists and ask to get in contact with us outside of the shows. And with that said, I'm going to turn it over to the host, JC, for a live demonstration of his Zoom H1 Essential Recorder. JC?
Alright, thank you, Nolan. I appreciate that. And yeah, like I said, you can find out more by subscribing to the mailing list. If you already subscribed, please check your inbox constantly. I was on the mailing list, but I left, not because I do appreciate you guys, which I do, but unfortunately I received too many email messages and putting it in my contacts is too long, so I much rather be on this one, which is the VisionCast list, which I'm a proud president of, and as the president I do behind
Phillip Ramirez to everyone. I'm back on and on computer.
I forgot to mention JC. Sorry for interrupting. But the email address for the Nolan's Technology and More podcast email list is as follows, and I will probably type this into the chat to make it easier, so if anyone wants to subscribe, they can click on the link that is going to be posted into the Zoom chat, so if anyone wants to grab it, they are more than welcome to. It is as follows. It is capital NOLANS TECH
Haylie Gallagher, who has joined the meeting.
LOGY.
It's a hyphen in between, Nolan. Remember,
oh yeah, sorry.
In between the.
Sorry. Let me start all over. It's capital NOLANS hyphen capital TECH NOLOGY hyphen AND hyphen capital MORE
at groups.io.
You
That's where you
forgot
will
podcast.
send
You
the
forgot
email.
hyphen podcasts.
Hyphen
Yes.
podcast.
Podcast, yeah.
Plus subscribe at
At
groups.io.
groups.io.
Plus
Yep.
subscribe, yeah.
And then when
Plus
you want to
sign.
email, it's Nolan's hyphen technology hyphen and hyphen more hyphen podcast at groups.io. It's a
Yeah,
long
I'll go
email.
check that just to make sure. Yeah, it is.
Yep, it's a long email.
It's a long email address.
It's a long, daggone email.
Mine
Thank
is.
goodness I'm.
Oh yeah, mine is short. Mine's simple.
Yeah, I like the shorter emails better. Longer emails, no thank you.
Actually, I just switched my email address. It's not the crazy underscore Stacy
Of
anymore.
course you did.
It's
Oh,
cloud
it's
cloud11 network at Gmail and cloud spelled with a K. Yes, sweetness.
Oh, you'll have to. I'll have to delete your old email and put the new one in, I guess, because I have your old one saved. I'll have to put the new one in.
Same with me. I'll have to do the same.
You yours?
I'll do that whenever I can.
Yeah, I'll do that when we're done here. Speaking of.
Yeah.
It sounds really cool.
No, but it sounds cool. Yeah, I'm gonna be getting that recorder as soon as I get the money.
Yep.
Yeah, I
That's right.
do.
Yep. Zoom just released
That's
it
right.
in January. Oh, go ahead, George. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's right.
Forbidden my
Yeah, I read
ass. Forbidden my ass.
It is my ass. I'm getting one.
I am too. So shut it.
Shut up, George.
Ow.
And then after you're done, JC, there's a surprise for Phillip after you're done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna turn this on. As soon as there it goes. Okay, it's on. It's gonna take a second to come on here. Oh, there it goes.
Remaining time 99. Hour 59. Minute. Battery level. Full. Mono. Low cut. 160 Hz.
Let's see. Hertz, but
That's cool.
it's the TTS
George.
thing. So now I'm gonna turn, because you're hearing both me and the recorder, so I'm gonna mute myself on the mixer side so that you won't hear double of me. There we go. So now I just turned off the mixer's microphone, and now you're only hearing me through the recorder itself. And I'm gonna do a quick buzz through the menu. I'll do a quick buzz through the menu. So I'm gonna press the menu key, and notice that all the menu items talk. Actually, I'm going to show you how to record first. So one of the nice things that this recorder has is the ability to have a record start tone play. So I'm going to quickly, actually before I do that, I'm going to quickly turn low cut filter off so you can hear what I mean when I say when low cut filter is off. So this is going to sound pretty bad, but you'll see what I mean. I'm going to turn it on afterwards.
Low 200 off.
So as you know, low cut filter is off, and as you can tell, I'm getting real clipped, I'm getting distorted, and as you can tell,
Input overload.
yep, it tells me input overload, so I'm going to turn it back on.
Low cut 80 160 Hz.
There we go, so low cut filter, low cut is back on, and you're hearing me fine that way. So now I'm going to hit the record button, and as you can tell, it's recording. So now it's not recording you guys, but it's recording me. So I'm going to hit the record button. You can also hit the stop button. Yeah, those are the two buttons. These are the stop button and the play button. So I'm going to press stop. And as you know, you heard a double beep that indicates that recording stopped. So I'm going to quickly press play and then stop and then play again, because the reason why is because the voice will interrupt it. So I'm going to quickly press it.
Playback.
And as you can tell, it's recording. So now it's not recording you guys, but it's recording me. So I'm going to hit the record button. You can also hit the stop button.
Rec standby.
So basically, you lost me because I just hit the play button, and then I hit the stop button again. The reason being is when it says playback, it interrupted the file once it's played. But like I said, the recording is really cool. You can also normalize the file right from the device. So if you don't want to do normalization on your computer, you can actually do that. But like I said, I wish I had time to do the normalization thing, but it's going to take a while, and you're probably going to lose me for probably until the normalization's done, and you're going to hear dead air, so I'm not going to do that. But what I will show you is a really cool feature that I promised I would share, and this is a really awesome feature, and Rachel, you're going to love this when you get yours. Overdub. So I'm going to actually move this.
Move to trash. Cancel.
I'm gonna move the file to the trash because we don't need it.
Move to trash. Done.
Okay, so it's done. So
Rec standby.
I'm gonna record a quick, kind of random thing, and then I'm gonna overdub, and I'll show you how that works. So I'm gonna press record. Wow, 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 bow, bow, bow. Okay, so I stopped it. Now I'm gonna go to the menu.
Menu. Rec settings.
And I'm gonna go to overdub.
Repeat setting. US SD overdub. Overdub.
Okay, so you lost me because I had to select the file. Now I'm gonna hit record, and what's gonna happen is I'm gonna sing or do that wow wow over the top of it. So check this out. Wow 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 wow. I stopped it. Now I'm gonna hit playback, and you're gonna hear the two me's over top. Wow 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 wow. Yep. So that's
Pretty
basically
cool.
Get your own reverb.
Well, the reverb. It doesn't have reverb, unfortunately. You just get the dry, raw, clean version of the recording.
Well, yeah, I could overdub. Like I did that when I had the LS14, and George had a cold, and that has overdubbing as well. So like one me was going get better, and then the other one went get better, get better, get better. And they were all overdubbed. Do you still have that recording, George? I think it's called Get Well, George, or Get Better. I could show them how. Yeah, or something like it's a song. I could show you how the overdub. I used to have the LS14. I gave it to Haylie, but that was a good recorder.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I'm surprised they don't manufacture it anymore.
Yeah, if
I
you
think
still
they
have
have
it
on Amazon. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool that the Zoom can do that.
Yeah, the Zoom.
Can y'all hear me okay?
Yep, we can.
Yeah. You have a question, Donald?
I wanted to make a quick comment. What I noticed on that is when you played it back, it did not sound like a recording at all.
Oh, really?
It sounded like you were live again.
Yeah, it did. Yes, it did.
Wow, not that.
Yeah.
It sounded just like you said, exactly the same thing, exactly the same way you said. Of course, it was a recording, but it didn't sound like a recording like most recordings do.
Yeah, exactly. It sounded live.
Yeah.
And I have a question. How do you make sure it's recording in stereo and not mono? And also, if I'm using it as a microphone on the computer, how do you make sure it's stereo, not mono? Because I want stereo microphones.
Let me delete the file first. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So if I don't want this file, so I'm gonna press play. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, well, I first have to get over mode. Let me get out of it.
Menu. Overdub.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit.
Rec standby.
There we go. So now I'm gonna hit play.
Playback.
Wow.
Move done. Playback. Move done.
Come on.
Rec standby.
Yeah, so the thing is, you sometimes lose me when I was deleting some stuff. Alright, so to get into stereo mode, and I can't do this because the Vocaster is connected and it's in mono mode, but I'll show you anyways. So if there's the far left button is mono and stereo. So if you hit it once,
Mono.
it'll tell you what mode you're in. So if I hit it again,
Mono. Stereo.
it will say that you're in stereo, but again, since the Vocaster is a mono interface, I'm going to switch it back to mono, but you'll notice when you talk into the microphone, if you have headphones connected, you'll know that it's stereo. Because
Now, were you using the regular mics with that, or did you have a mic plugged into that?
No, the microphone's already attached to this. There's two XY microphones.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. The ones. So when you just recorded, you used the XY mic that was already on there.
Yep, it's pre-built. It's pre-built in.
That's pretty cool.
The H4 and H6 have.
That's what I was wondering because I knew it was already on there. Because I have an older Zoom recorder, but the reason why I'm asking that is because that recording, I'm just blown away by that recording quality. That there was not a bit of hiss or any distortion. It was
So
as
far
if
as
you were
USB,
right there.
yeah, as far as
Yep.
USB microphone goes, so the way you do this, Rachel, is you connect it to your computer, and you will get a pop-up that will
Yep.
say USB mic, and then once you press enter, you have two options. You have PC/Mac or mobile device, and if you select PC and Mac, you'll be connected to your PC, and then you can select the Zoom
Yep.
H1 Essentials as your audio.
And then what
input.
if
You
I
can
want to
also-
switch to mobile later?
You go back into the menu and well, let me show you how to do that now. So I'm going to hit menu,
Menu. Overdub.
and I'm going to go up
SD card. USB.
USB. So if I press enter or select,
USB mic.
you have USB mic and
USB file transfer.
USB file transfer. You can transfer right from the SD card. Now, the downside, I do want to let y'all know, the downside to this is that if you attach a WAV file through email, it's large. So I had to change the file size from, or the file format from WAV to
MP3.
M4A.
Oh, does it
M4A
not do
actually.
MP3?
No, it doesn't. It only does WAV.
Well, see, what I would do, I would do it as WAV, and then take the file off, and then save it as an MP3 externally, because WAV is better to edit, because it's lossless. And then, make your editing changes, and then after that, change that too.
Waves.
Also, can you, record, what's on the computer like you can with the P4?
You can't as of yet. Samuel Green, I did hear an interview, and Jonathan Mosen asked the same question, because the P4 has loopback capabilities. He says not at this time because they're just starting, but he says in the future he will consider putting it in the next firmware update, but not right now though.
So the recorder does not record in MP3 format?
No, it does. It only records in WAV format, but you can either take the file directly from the SD card, or and put it on the computer, as Rachel said, or what I do, which is a lot quicker, I take the file, open it in QuickTime, export the file as an M4A.
He doesn't have a Mac. He can't do that.
Oh,
he would have to take it off of the SD card, and he would have to convert it, which actually is a lot quicker, to be honest. Because I want MP3, not M4A.
Yeah,
M4A
M4A,
is not exactly. I mean, yes, it works on iOS and Android, but MP3 is definitely more universal, and it's the more popular standard. So.
Yeah.
All right, night. You want to give shout outs, Katie?
Oh, Katie's leaving?
I guess.
Okay,
Katie.
Okay, Katie.
All right, Katie. Well, thanks for coming.
No, all right. Thanks, Katie.
Anyway, thanks. Hopefully next time you'll shout out.
All right.
So,
was that everything?
PC,
USB mic.
USB mic. So you would go in here and you would select
PC/Mac.
PC/Mac or
Mobile device.
And if you have a USB cable, then you would attach it to an iPhone 15 or whatever, and then use it as a external USB microphone. Preston does have some recordings of some examples, and you can check them out on the mailing list. So what probably is going to end up happening is when you edit this episode, you can paste the examples that I sent to Preston from the Dropbox, and then you can just copy it over.
I can.
So
we'll see how much of this show I can edit with all the technical difficulties. Hopefully, I don't have to scrap this show.
USB mic. USB.
Here, let me go to.
Repeat setting. Rec settings.
Okay, so those are all the settings. Like I said, I won't go through all the settings because it's gonna, take nearly half of the episode. I just wanted to. Let me just get out of here.
Rec standby.
There you go. Now I'm on record standby. But other than that, it's... and I'll show you one more thing. I'll show you how to enable accessibility if you want to disable it. So I'm going to go to menu.
Menu. Rec settings. Health. System.
You go to system.
Language.
Language. Don't mess anything in language.
Accessibility.
No, never.
Accessibility. It says accessibility wrong, but we know it's accessibility, so we're going to press the select.
Guide sound.
Guide sound.
Volume.
This is where you can adjust. This is where you can adjust the volume.
Version.
Version will only tell you. It'll only tell you the version number.
Guide sound.
And guide sound. So here you got
English plus beep.
English plus beep.
Beep only.
Beep only. Beep only. The speech cut it off half second, but it says beep only and off. So if you were to select it, if you accidentally turned it off, you can press the up arrow twice and it will turn itself on. I'm just going to leave it as is because I don't want to mess with it.
Guide sound.
And that's where you turn it on. Now for volume, you have,
Volume.
let me show you that. You have
Mild.
mild,
Quiet.
quiet,
Loud.
loud. I'm not going to say it's a loud because it'll bust your eardrums, so I'm going to back out of that.
Volume.
And that's the back button if you want to go back to the previous screen.
Accessibility.
And then go again.
System.
System. Now I'm going to go back to,
Help.
I'm going to go back to the top.
Rec settings.
Rec settings, and I'll do one more.
Rec standby.
And that's it. It's very accessible. I'm very pleased that this recorder, I'm glad that Zoom was able to, you know, serve the blind and visually impaired community because it's been so long since they have come out with a recorder that is fully accessible. So, you know, like I said, it's very portable. It's very lightweight. You can take this with you to, you know, anywhere if you're doing an on-the-go podcast, if you're doing a spoken word or even a concert, if you're recording even you doing jingles for the VisionCast network by yourself. You can even connect this to your computer to record audio from it, Rachel. So if you could, you can connect it to your computer using a line in jack and just record from there.
I could, but I have loopback for that. I really don't need.
Yeah,
so.
but that is there if you ever need that option. And I do want to point out that that little beep you heard, the recording tone that you heard, that is in the file. It can be edited if you so choose.
Nah, that's fine.
It can be turned off. And yeah, I kind of like it. I was going to have it turned off, but if I have it off, is one of the issues I'll have is what if I start recording? And there's an auto rec and a pre-rec. So if you want to record right away before a concert starts, you can hit the button, and it will do pre-buffer before the actual recording starts, which is really nice. But I don't have those features turned on. I just prefer to record manually when the time strikes. So if I want to capture a concert or a song, just say, hey, signal me in, and then when someone says go, I'll hit the record button and it'll record.
Awesome.
And, you know, so. Yeah, any last minute questions before I power the recorder off?
Yeah,
it does take two AAA.
Cool.
That's just super cool.
Yeah,
That's really cool.
It does take two AAA batteries, so.
Yep. So George did send me the Get Better demo that I did on the LS14. Was it LS14?
Yeah, it's kind of when you were
let
doing
me
that
turn
stuff.
this off, and I'll go back on my regular.
And then I'm gonna play that, and then what?
It's just so surprised I'm low enough.
Alright, I'm back on my regular.
Oh yeah, that's a surprise.
Okay, so I'm gonna play this, then Phillip's surprise, and then we'll give it to George. So this was a song when George was feeling bad. I think he got a cold or something. I made this for him on my LS14 that I had at the time. So. Get better. Get better. Get better. Get well, George. We hope you'll soon be better. Get well, George. Shame you're under the weather. Get well, George. We hope you'll soon be better. Get plenty of rest and fluids and you will get better.
That's exactly the
I'm
same
thinking
thing
I was
mine
gonna hold
does. Wow,
him.
that's
Holy
impressive.
moly, that's awesome.
Thanks.
That's exactly the
That's
same.
cool.
That's exactly the same thing the recorder I showed you does. Same thing.
Yep, that's cool. All right, so we have a surprise for Phillip.
Yeah,
Go ahead,
this is
George.
actually.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not surprised since I had someone was coming for a few years.
Yep.
Since last night, I'm not surprised.
All right, so this is from
So,
Willow.
Rachel.
Okay, it's queuing. Give it a second.
Hey, my dearest Phillip. It's me, Willow, and I just wanted to make this recording to surprise thee. I spoke with Haylie and Rachel and George yesterday, and
Cecilia has joined the meeting.
I decided that I'm gonna surprise thee, and I do have something that I'm gonna send you off show, because there's some things that I want to mention to you off air. However, this is the on show recording. I really appreciate that you stuck up for Rachel a few weeks ago when the whole hullabaloo happened with the individuals, which I will not mention because it's old news and we don't need to get into it over and over again. But that took a lot of guts and I appreciate it. So I've decided, after talking with George and Haylie and Rachel, that I would like to give Kings another shot. So, my dearest Philip, will you be my boyfriend? I love thee.
That was supposed to say, "Will you be my boyfriend?" Because I recorded on the phone instead of the professional mic, it kind of got some things muted a bit. But she was asking you out, basically. She told me to do that for thee.
Oh, that awesome girl of her. Oh, my dearest Willow.
Wow.
Of course.
Amazing. That's awesome.
She really is a wonderful person.
No tears of glory when I asked you out the other day. I see you.
No.
My dearest Philip, will
Nope.
you also be my boyfriend?
Of course, my dearest, beautiful Rachel.
Yep.
I love thee.
So yeah, it was a little bit off because she asked me to do that for you because she did record something yesterday, but that's for off show. So she asked me to do something for on show. So I did.
It was kind of chopped a little bit off. It was kind of chopped a little bit.
All right. We will play your surprise, George. But we'll get to your surprise in a minute. But before we do, Cecilia's joined us. Hey, Cecilia.
Hello, Cecilia.
Hi.
Hi, guys.
What's
Hello.
up?
How are you?
Hello,
Hey,
I'm always
Cecilia.
fashionably late.
That's cool. That's all right.
All good.
That's all good.
Hi, Cecilia.
Hi, Nora.
How are you doing?
Doing
I'm
great.
good.
I'm
Hi,
good.
Donald.
Hey.
Hey, Cecilia.
Oh, I'm so happy. Hi, Rachel. I'm so happy to see everybody.
Yep, we're glad to have you back as always.
Nice to hear your voice again.
Thank you. Yes. Hi, Nolan.
Hello.
Yeah, I feel like we have so many people today. There's like 10 people, 11?
Yeah, and then there's some that are joined by phone. Now that I have a new Zoom phone line, we have phone participants now. How cool is that?
Oh, amazing. Amazing.
Yep, you got that right. 10 participants. Yep. Wow, it's a lot.
I know.
A party.
I know.
Party. I just wanted to stop in and say hi.
Well, hi.
Hey, you're always welcome on the show,
always
sister.
on.
Anytime.
Yep.
Thank you, guys.
I told them that you had your last prayer meetup, and you'll be back probably. Yeah, you'll be back next week because you're done for now.
Oh wait, I'll be right back. Okay.
Oh,
okay.
Okay. So I told you guys. So as I said, Preston does have recordings that have been posted to the mailing list, so you will hear them inserted in the recording. You'll hear a couple of examples, one with low cut filter off and then one with low cut filter on, which I prefer to have on because if I have it off, it's going to distort pretty bad. And your recorder, Rachel, has low cut filter also. I noticed that yours have it too, so.
Yep.
I must have learned how we would just be.
What did George say?
I must say. Settings we run.
Yeah, leave the settings alone. Yeah.
The only thing I change is the format.
Yeah. It's the same with the Olympus. It also has low cut filter, but
Yeah.
like I said, this is more suited for like music situations and podcasting situations, especially with the overdub. It's pretty neat. I like it. And
That's pretty cool.
The LS what was the thing you said?
LS14.
LS14, yeah, the LS14 has the overdub capability as well. The H1N also has the overdub. Yeah, I got it specifically for overdubbing, but you can also use it to record like general, it's, messages and stuff like that. And, yeah, I don't mind having the tone in the actual recording, which is an indication to let you know that recording has started.
Yeah, if I have to edit it out of a professional recording, then I'll do that. But I'd rather have the tone because I'd rather know.
Yeah, when it's
It's very easy to edit it out.
Yeah, it's a signal to let you know, hey, recording started, so you won't, you can only hear it through headphones or through connected speakers, but if you have it disconnected, unfortunately, you only get the beep to start the beep when the record button's pressed, but you won't get the tone until either you hit play or you send it to your computer.
Yeah.
And the internal speaker gets very loud, so I recommend you send to computer. And normalization is pretty darn good. I like the normalization. You can normalize the file before sending it over to the computer for further post-production. And
now the normalization feature, does that work by just normalizing the volume, like making the louds not so loud and the softs not so soft, or how does that work?
It makes it loud, very much.
Basically, what normalization does, Donald, is it helps it so it doesn't distort. It finds the highest peak, and then it normalizes to that. That's basically what normalization is.
Oh, cool.
Yep, it does.
Yep.
So if you normalize it, you will hear it in the example that will be pasted in this episode. But normalization is very easy to distinguish, and you won't notice any difference, but the audio quality is left untouched. And like I said, I prefer to, if you're distributing it, convert it into MP3, but if you just have an iOS device, and all you have is an iOS device, and you want to listen on your computer, all I did was export it into M4A using QuickTime Player, because it has the ability to do that. And then I would send it to whoever wants to listen to it, especially when I send audio messages in M4A, because I send demos of myself singing to other people. Of course, using the Messages app is awesome, but at times I leave my phone charging, and I don't want to have the risk of taking my phone and just hitting buttons and stuff like that, so I prefer to use the computer and export it that way, which you'll hear in a bit. And also, in other news, my mom got an iPhone 13 upgrade.
Nice.
Awesome.
My sister upgraded to an iPhone 15, so she didn't want the 13 anymore, so she gave the 13 to my mom, so therefore she doesn't have to.
Yep, I gave my 13 to George.
Yep, to me, yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, you did. You told me you gave
13.
All right, so now with that being said,
I'm ready.
George, what's your surprise?
So actually, I actually made a purchase a couple days ago. And I got purchased part one this 2 years ago, and part two will be in March. I purchased the WrestleMania WWE 2K24 pack, but what I got was you downloaded your console. So no discs, you just download the console. They got 23 now, and when 24 releases, you'll download the console also, and everything in the game's unlocked.
Oh,
so
you just
for
bought...
$100+.
That's cool.
It's still unlocked. 2 games, 1.
So he gets 2 games for $100. That's cool.
Wow, that's a good deal. If you want to, you get a good deal for.
Oh yeah, great deals.
Holy cow!
Yeah, for 100 and change, you 2 games, 1.
2 games in 1, definitely.
Wow. Yeah, I like. Well, I wouldn't say I like wrestling games, but I used to watch wrestling. But it's too much.
The Rock has no role for me.
It's too much. Like,
Rock
I mean, I watched the show. I watched on the. What's that? Showtime. It's one of those fight shows. It's one of those fight shows. My dad loves those fight shows. But
Basic for was weird celebrity things. What's the show called? It was some show that was they fake celebrities,
Yes, by the way. Alexa, stop.
Yeah, which, by the way, I did promise you guys that I would play some recordings of my grandpa's birthday party. I promised you guys that I would play it on last week's episode, but we
Yep.
didn't have time to.
Hang on. It's not stopping, George.
I don't know. Yeah, we're watching.
It stopped. Yeah, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I was gonna show you guys the recordings from my grandpa's birthday if you guys want me to, since we are done.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
So
We could, but then we need to do shout outs because especially with it's 9:30, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it is 9:30 on that.
I will share probably just one. I'll share just one for right now, and then we'll save the rest for a future show, future podcast episode. So I'm gonna share my screen here. Let me make sure.
We gotta keep an eye out on the weather. It could get. Haylie said it could get pretty ugly. So
we actually should demonstrate that one and do next week maybe, just to save time.
Zoom share toolbar.
He can share one
Participants
recording, but then we need to get to shout outs right after that.
Yeah, I'm gonna share one, and plus the other two recordings are, I wouldn't say long, but yeah. But anyways, if you want to listen to the other two recordings, just go onto the mailing list and search for birthday. When you get to the list of messages in February, then you can listen to the rest of the two messages. But I'll play you one that I did.
Music. Finder. Finder audio. Audio. Other things folder. Open. List view. My birthday speech for Grandpa's 90th birthday.
Okay, so this is.
Open. Quit my birth.
This is the speech that I gave at my grandpa's 90th birthday, and it is really amazing. So I'm gonna mute my mic, and here we go.
Selected.
Buenas noches.
Hi.
Papi, right there.
Okay. Buenas noches. Un poquito en español, but man, talking about putting me on the spot, man. Putting me on the spot, like Joseph.
Tell Grandpa how much she means to you.
Grandpa, just want to say that you have been such a blessing to this generation, and I remember looking back on my 7th birthday. I remember a while back when I was 7. Which is ocho in Spanish. I was siete. My bad. Siete. Okay, but when I was 7, I remember when that birthday message you recorded on camera, and my mom held the camera, and you said, "Hello, JC, Pipi Gongoli, happy birthday." That was the message that you said. And to this day, I will never, ever forget that message. And you have been such a blessing. 90 years of life and health. And I just want to say I love you, Grandpa, with all my heart. And te amo mucho.
Okay, hug.
There we go. I had to stop it from there.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was beautiful.
You,
That was beautiful, JC.
Yeah, I had a good time, and
Finder. Audio. Zoom.
there we go. Okay, I stopped my screen share.
So we should keep it very brief. Yeah, I'm not sure whether we're going to do this. Let's keep the child's kind of short and to the point, and then when the child was at over.
My grandpa was blessed. We had a great time in Puerto Rico, and as I said before, I would love to share the rest of it. But
how old is he? 90?
90. Yeah, he's 90. He's 90.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
Yeah. So as I said
That is
before, guys,
amazing.
if you want to listen to the rest of the two recordings, which unfortunately we're running out of time to share, you can go to the mailing list. Preston has posted the rest of the two recordings, and you can check them out on there. I just wanted to play that recording, and it was all done through the external microphone. They had a microphone, a PA system, everything set up, and it was amazing. So, all right, so
Cool.
Rachel, if you're still here,
So
hopefully you're.
let's do this.
Yeah.
Let's do Rachel and I first. The
Okay,
two
there you
first
are.
because
There you are.
in case power goes out or whatever, I'll still doing it first.
All right, Haylie, are you there, Sweetness, to give shout-outs?
Oh.
Haley Love? She was on the phone last time I checked. I heard her.
Okay, are you first, and then we'll go back to Haley if she wants to end. All right.
What?
Go first, Witness.
Go first? Okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right. Shout out to the whole Vision Cast team. You guys are awesome. Shout out to my right hand in command, George, and Haley and Willow and Angela and Phillip. Phillip, I think we're going to have to move our date to tomorrow night, unfortunately, because of this weather. I want to be on standby in case we need to seek shelter or whatever.
Yeah, you really should be in
So-
case that's the morning, because
Yeah, and I quite agree.
It's not. It's unusual for tornadoes to hit in February, but that doesn't mean it's
but not
never-
possible.
not possible. And we probably will be fine. We probably won't get hit, but I would just rather be safe than sorry.
I
So
like that plan too. I agree.
we will
Tomorrow
we
feel
will
a lot
do our
better.
date tomorrow.
I'll be definitely praying for you guys that the tornado will not hit.
Yeah, as long as
Thank you. We probably will be fine. It'll probably just be a severe thunderstorm, but we just want to be prepared. That's all. So shout out to Preston, who he didn't make it at all today. What is up with that, Doodles? He was supposed to come on the show. What is up with him? He didn't even. There's a no.
I'm unsure, but we will definitely give him crap when he comes on.
Definitely.
Oh,
What
yeah.
the heck is that for, Doodles? You're supposed to show up. Even Cecilia showed up.
He at least responded to my text and email, which is a good thing. So,
Yeah.
I'll
Shout
give him props and credits for that.
out to Preston, even though he's Doodles. Shout out to George, even though he's a pain in the ass that I've had to deal with for 9 years. And by the way, a very sad anniversary to you, Doodles.
Oh!
Just
No
kidding.
pain.
Happy anniversary to thee. Happy anniversary to George and Haley. Happy anniversary to my dearest Phillip.
Happy
And
anniversary. Hey, dearest Rachel.
I love all of thee. And yeah, take care and God bless.
All right, thanks, Rachel. And I do want to say thank V for handing me the host meeting privileges. And, like I said, as your podcast president, I will not let you down one bit, and I have not done so. I always stick up to all of you guys because I love you all so much, and this podcast is amazing. All right, so continuing on, let me go to my
Since you have
questions.
like
What?
JC, since you have like, why don't you shout out since you have like right now we can keep moving along. You do your shout out.
Yeah, okay, I'll go next, and then we'll continue down the list. So, shout out goes to the whole Vision Cast team. You all are awesome. This has been another great episode, the second episode in the Vision Cast Network roster. And I also want to give a big shout out to our great syndicator, our sister station, Cloud 11 Network, which is a K. And it is amazing to know that we have a great syndicator to our podcast. Shout out goes to, of course, Nolan from Nolan's Technology and More. Thank you so much, Nolan, for having me and Cecilia on. It was such a pleasure to be on your podcast. I'm looking forward to taking part in future interviews or behind the scenes stuff in the near future. Even though you did send me an invite to the next team meeting, it depends on my schedule, but if I can make it, that's great. We'll just have to play it by ear, but I'll let you know if anything comes up on that particular day when we get closer to that. Shout out goes to Cecilia, of course, who is a great, great woman of God and an excellent, excellent representation of his kingdom. So, big kudos and shout out. Oh, okay. So shout out goes to you, Cecilia, even though you will catch the replay. And big shout out to your cousin, your next door cousin. So anyway, shout out to you. Shout out to my GCC family that includes Pastor Jarrett, Pastor Jim, Pastor Kenny, the worship leaders Kim, Anya, who is unfortunately under the weather, but hopefully she'll feel better by tomorrow, and she will send me covers eventually, but unfortunately she is under the weather. Hopefully it's 24 hours and it will go away quickly, so please keep her in your thoughts and prayers. Shout out goes to Materia Francis, that's her name. She also leads in the Washingtonville campus. Shout out goes to Vicky Fuentes. Vicky's another one who I just met. So Vicky, shout out goes to you, buddy. If you come across this episode, giving you a shout out, my man. So shout out goes to you, Vicky. And shout out goes to all of my MGT family: Nina, Lewis, Tommy, Emma, Damaris, Dave Looney, Mike Looney, Rod, Ashley, Audrey, everybody, all the MGT family, Ralph, or Ralphie as they like to call it, and Lewis and Debbie, shout out goes to you two, and also shout out to all my family, all my friends from high school that I know, and shout out to Paige. Hopefully Paige will come back on the episode. Paige has been absent for these last couple of episodes, but hopefully she'll be back. And to everybody else, you know who you are, and shout out goes to all of you guys, and that is it for my shout outs. So thank you all so much, and I love you all, and I'm staying in this meeting until you all give your shout outs, and then I'll stop the recording and we'll wrap up. So let me get my participants list out so that I will know.
How about Nora next? We can do Nora next one.
Who?
Nora.
Nora. Okay, Nora. Go ahead, Nora. Go ahead, Nora.
Okay, and my shout out to every single every single person on this team, everyone, JC, Nolan, Phillip, what's your name? Willow, Angela.
I was about to say Cecilia. Did you?
No, Cecilia. Yeah, Cecilia.
Yes,
And
Cecilia. Yeah.
And also, other hosts. Oh yeah, George, and Preston, and Rachel, and Haley.
Yeah. Good thing you mentioned.
And Haley. Oh yeah.
It's hard to say sometimes.
Yeah, and congratulations to all of you, George, Haley, Rachel, and Phillip, and everyone else. Congratulations, and hope you have a great rest of the evening. And we enjoyed the show, and it was fun. And I thank you, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.
Okay, awesome. Thanks so much.
All right.
How about up next we look at West Coast? Phillip.
Okay.
All right, the lone West Coaster. Okay, well, technically, me and Nora are the only ones who are on the West Coast, but yeah. Yeah. Shout outs to our Visioncast Network crew and family, to all of our members of our crew, to JC, Preston, Nolan, Nora, Salvis, Cecilia, Donald, Haylie. Happy anniversary to thee, my dearest Haylie. To George, who's always a pain in the butt, but happy anniversary to thee, pain in the butt. And of course, to my number one of all time, to my dearest, beautiful Rachel, happy anniversary to thee. And yeah, tomorrow night would definitely be perfect for our datey date.
Yes.
Okay, next to Salvis, who's all the way in Europe, and all the way over
Salvis.
overseas.
Yeah, my shoutouts goes to my dearest Rachel, Haley, Angela, Willow, George, Phillip, JC, Preston, Nora, Katie, Cecilia, yeah, everyone on VisionCast team. It's always great to be here with you and helping in everything we are doing. Yeah, so you're awesome. We are awesome. Thank you for having me.
Team, you're awesome. Thanks so much for all your help.
And as we said before, you can catch the VisionCast network on YouTube. Unfortunately, the only version that will be up at this time is the VisionCast network After Dark, which is the 18 or older version. So if you want to listen,
I think
to
he's
our
gonna
normal...
syndicate the other one. I had to persuade him.
Okay. So both of them will be posted, but for right now, you can listen to the uncensored version if you're an adult. If not, check very soon for the normal version, which is the family-friendly version. Until then. So thanks for the heads up, George. Rachel, I almost called you George. See what I did there?
You're a
yes, you did. It came out.
I corrected myself.
No, you did. Well,
I caught myself basically.
No.
Sorry, too late. Go ahead, Haley. It's your turn for shout-outs.
Yeah, go ahead, Haley.
All right, I want to give a shout out to the entire VisionCast team, my dearest Angela, my dearest Willow. Shut up, computer. I'm trying to talk here. Let's see, my dearest George. We need to have a date.
Yes, sir.
My dearest, whatever her name. I mean.
Oh.
Yeah, agreed. Pressure on
My
period.
dearest Rachel. Let's see, my dearest Phillip, Nora, Salvis, anyone else I might have forgotten. So everyone have a good night.
All right.
Good night.
Haley.
Be safe.
Thanks, Haley. Okay, so we have.
We have no one left, and no one me, and
I'm gonna dump this glass of water on Haley's head for that comment.
Colon period.
Oh boy.
All right, yeah, we have Nolan left, and who else?
Nolan, and I'm checking the list.
Myself and
Donald.
Yeah, so okay, go ahead.
So
yeah, Nolan and then George and Donald will.
Yeah, George and Donald.
We'll go Nolan, then Donald, and then George will take it home. Go ahead, Nolan.
Yep.
Okay. A big, huge thank you and shout out to everyone on the team, especially Rachel, George, and yes, the president himself, JC, Cecilia, Nora, Phillip, and everyone else on the VisionCast team. And I want to say congratulations to my dearest Rachel and Phillip, and happy anniversary to the both of thee. And speaking of which, I might have a special surprise for both of you. It will be in the Dropbox folder. Stay tuned for that. And shout out to Haley. And also another shout out goes to Willow, Angela, and that's it.
All right.
Okay. I'm next, Donald.
Yep. Go ahead, Donald.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, I give my shout outs to the entire VisionCast team. It was a great show tonight. I enjoyed learning about the new recorder. Can't wait to get one myself. Can't wait to hear this recording in stereo because I'm hearing it over the phone right now. But yeah, shout out to the whole team and shout out to everybody that listens to Super Hit Mix Radio.
Awesome.
Awesome. All right, George, you're up.
All right. first of all, shout out to the whole entire team, to Nora, Katie, Donald, everyone. JC, the president, who's always around and always there for us. Preston, who's nowhere to be found. Where's he at? Preston, you're fired. Okay.
We love
No,
you,
he's awesome.
Preston. Best VP
He's
that we could
he's
ever
right.
ask for. Yeah.
Everyone in the whole entire team, I appreciate everyone. To my dearest girlfriends, Angela, Willow, Haley, and Rachel. I want to say I love all of you, and to Rachel and to Haley. Happy anniversary, Leslie. You're amazing. And you're so awesome, and I hope to see you very soon. Hopefully it all works out with you in May. And, well, just get lost rest, don't say. Because if maybe I'll probably see you also in a you.
Nothing, George.
Wow.
Keep talking like
Right out of the gate.
Seriously, I have a whole lot of something. You like it, Missy. Loaded gun. Not dangerous gun. Not that's euphemism. That's actually used for a joke.
Wow.
No. Okay.
I have a loaded water gun.
No, that's not word. It's not word. Okay, whatever.
I played with those when I was a kid.
Some word between us.
Water gun.
Okay, so I love you. To Phillip, congratulations to Willow, and we'll talk over there. We'll talk over there. Congratulations, Willow. I knew about that yesterday, actually. It was actually recorded yesterday on the Echo we had recorded because the Echo isn't holding solid. The call dropped. So people, Dr. Vincenzo, like I said before, please, and Katie's friend, her mom, and just keep Rachel and first night because with the storm, Mother Nature's a bitch. So just be careful.
Yeah, definitely do.
Love you, safe, and please check in.
Awesome. All right, folks. Well, you know what they say. I'm going to let JC end the meeting because he's the host. But before we do, keep technology alive, let your talent shine, and may Doodles get caught in the tornado. So this time, instead of saying Doodles spilled the milk, how about Doodles got caught in the tornado? Ready, guys?
Ready.
Doodles got caught in the tornado.
There's a house on top of them now. What's going on? Ow!
Okay, guys, we will see you next week.
See you next week.